The backwaters of Kerala are one of the major highlights of entire southern India, not just Kerala alone. And Kumarakom is indeed one of the best places to experience this divine beauty. Our journey from Munnar to Kumarakom took us roughly over 4 hours, and after travelling through the winding roads and the beautiful lanes of Kottayam district, we finally reached the village of Kumarakom. We booked our stay in Coconut Lagoon resort in Kumarakom, which was undoubtedly one of the best resorts in this area, and the only way to reach the resort from the village was by this ferry. We travelled by the side of the bird sanctuary and the local village and finally made our way to our resort. To be honest, I fell in love with this quaint place at the very first sight of it. Little did I know that there were so many surprises waiting for me as I entered the resort. The moment we entered through the gates, I was struck with absolute awe. So this property is an interconnection of many canals that kind of opens up to the Vembanad lake. And the way we were welcomed there, I've never experienced something like this before. So since we were 4 people sharing the room, we had booked a heritage mansion for us, and this room tour that I'm giving you, it's not of the very first time that I entered the room. It is after we messed up the room actually, but nevertheless it was a very beautiful and cozy stay. The butler who was attending us had told us that these houses were actually made somewhere and was later installed here. So I mean, that is so fascinating, right? So they just had a portion of the cement and the earth portions there, and the rest of the timber portions that you see are actually made somewhere else and installed later. And that's my little boy being his usual naughty self. If you have been following my videos, you would have known by now that I never show washroom pictures. But this had completely blown my mind away. I mean, just look at that. You can actually take shower under the sun. It was almost 2 hours past the noon, so we were super hungry. We didn't waste further time, just hogged into food and explored few parts of the property. I was not just impressed to see the beautiful carvings and beautiful sculptures everywhere, but also the sustainability. I mean, not a single piece of plastic or any litter anywhere across the entire property. After chilling and spending some time at the hotel room, we finally made way to this beautiful place where Auntie was serving us some tea and coffee and banana fritters, some more snacks, just before we went ahead for our sunset cruise. As I mentioned earlier, a part of the property was actually opening up to the lake, so I saw people canoeing and kayaking there as we went past them to enjoy the absolute bliss moment in the sunset cruise. Whenever I visit a new place or experience something absolutely beautiful and new, I miss my dad a lot because he was the one who actually introduced me to this world beyond the home, beyond our regular routine. After experiencing the beautiful sunset, the resort had arranged a Bharatnatyam performance for us to introduce us to the beautiful Malayali culture. Finally, it was dinner time and the spread was huge. As in, there was continental, Chinese, Indian, Italian. I mean, name it and you have it there. And you get to enjoy this lavish meal with country music playing for you. I'll share the price details and the tariff, everything in the description box below. Finally, after a good sumptuous meal, we call it a day. Our day actually started early the next day as we had our breakfast early and set out to look for the water lilies and explore a few parts of the Kumarakom village. We had hired a Shikara for 2 hours. We had asked the resort people to do it for us the day before, and since it was a shaded one, it was quite a comfortable ride. Our boatman was quite a friendly and nice guy. So he told us that he was born and brought up in this village, and apparently he actually knew every villager over there and he knew all the households there. So it was nice. The life in Kumarakom was such a welcome change to the hustle and bustle of the life that we have in Bangalore. And then I saw this, the son passing tiffin to his dad so that he can have his tiffin on time. I mean, how simple and beautiful that is. And look at this, we saw so many ducks passing by. As I always say, these little things are the ones that brings us the biggest joy. And then we reach this place, which makes us believe that Kerala truly is God's own country. On one side you have the lagoon, and then a village, and then the backwaters, and then another village, and then acres of paddy field. I mean, what is this place? Are you serious? No pictures can do justice to this beauty. Finally, we reached the place where the backwaters opened up to the lagoon, and we clicked so many pictures over here. After enjoying the beautiful Shikara ride, we finally headed back to our property and enjoyed the rest of the day just chilling by the resort, going to the pool, enjoying lavish food and watching the beauty of the Vembanad lake. As dusk drew in and the birds started their journey homewards, we enjoyed the beautiful sunset at our last day in Kumarakom. With this, our beautiful stay at Kumarakom came to an end, and along with it, we are also saying goodbye to this trip of Kerala. But I'm certainly going to come back here to explore different parts of Kerala. There's so much more left to explore. Once again, thank you guys for being a part of my journey and helping me grow. I'll be back again with something more fun and interesting next time. So watch out this place for more amazing content. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ta-ta, bye-bye.